Hey, good morning from Fly Fishing Mythbusters. I had an epic morning. It was due to a lot of subtle changes I made. I changed the color of my stops. I chum with, a can of this little corn, and the reason that works better is because that corn is stripped off the cob by a machine and the deer corn is shucked before I boil it. I put a towel down that really helped when I stripped on the ground. But, I had a great day. And I tell people, and kind of in my shorts that I put out while I'm on the water, that I couldn't have done that if I would have had a fly. And I know that because I fished this same little community lake for 2 years, and all I caught was a couple of little scum suckers on a foam beetle. So I still get comments from guys that say, "Oh yeah, I catch them on the fly. I don't need to see the fish." And I thought that I would check myself, and carp on the fly into YouTube, and I surveyed the videos out there. And of course, about half of them I didn't even open because it said sight fishing for carp. Well, that kind of eliminated that. And then I picked like some of the famous guys, right? And so there's a kid, he's from Rio, promoting Rio products. And, he says, I use these size of flies. And by the way, I changed to this super leader, Rio leader every time I change a fly. And sure, when they're free, why not? Using a tapered leader? Really? You put weight, you put all this stuff, even the performance of that leader just goes away. Tapered leaders are for dry fly fishing, and store-bought taper leaders don't work nearly as well as my twisted mono leader, and you will find that video soon. It's going to be a little long, and I have to find somebody to take, to take the video. The only reason it's long is because you have to twist the mono. You got to work your way down. The way I do is start on a doorknob, right? And you got to shuffle, whatever. It'll come. So I surveyed these videos. The Orvis guy had almost everything right. It's an urban thing, and there's big fish close to your community, whatever. But it was still sight fishing. He still had to see the carp. So sure, there's some guys out there that don't have to see the carp. And all of them that have commented so far, it's because they're swinging a fly in an area where the carp are used to competing for mobile food. Don't happen on my little lake. Nothing. Doesn't happen like that at all. I mean, yeah, it does when I fish because chumming that corn out there, they start competing for it. So I got a lot of shorts on my channel with some nice fish today. I still feel that what I'm doing with Flarping is I'm making it easy to catch local carp on a fly rod. And my hope is by putting stuff out there, the people that are going to come out of the woodwork and want to read it and ask questions are the guys that, I really want to learn how to fly fish, but sure, buying waders and flying to Belize or whatever, putting all that money and time up front, travel time, and you're going to get on the water and you're not going to know how to set a hook and you're not going to know, where to cast. I got that all solved. If you want to, and you should, if you're just starting out, if you want to put a fly on and practice your casting, heck, sure, do that. If you want to get another rod, yours is stake, the one you got out there with the chum is staked to the ground, if you want to get another rod, and probably a 3-weight or whatever, and see if you can pick up some bluegill and bass, sure, that's how you're going to get your casting improved. But I'm pretty convinced this is a breakthrough for beginners that want to justify a fly rod, and that I can get them into big fish very soon. All you got to do is look at a few of my videos. Prove me wrong? I don't know. Oh, one funny thing. So when I searched this, right, I saw one of my videos, and the funny thing is, it was one of my bottom feeder videos. I was belly aching about guys that make comments like, "Oh, I do this and I do that," and it's those I do this and I do that, with a fly and a 1-weight and all that. They get that from these, videos from Orvis and all the rest. They're trying to show that they're experts by just mouthing the words of what are probably true experts. So, come on, some comments, criticism. I'll just keep putting stuff up. Now, very soon, I'm going to transition out of my little lake and show kind of you Texans how to catch big buffalo. Same technique, completely the same technique, but the videos of those buffalo coming in to a big net are worth the watch. Bye-bye.